Good morning. I hope everyone is doing well. Today, everyone will get a card from my big deck. I call this Big Deck Energy, and it's a mix of the Starseed and the Work Your Light Oracle. I mixed them together to make one really fun big deck. And then if you guys want to have a question, or you guys have a question and you want me to read for you, I will be pulling from the heart deck. What's the name of this again? Whispering. Wait, I'm gonna look. Hold on. I'm looking. Oh, the Art of Love. Okay. If you guys have a question, I'm going to be pulling from the Art of Love deck, which I love. So I have the original one. It's pretty vintage. I think it's been changed. I don't think it's the same as it was back then. But this is called, what did I just say this was? The Art of Love Tarot. And yes, so we're waiting for the mods to get on. They should be on any second. Thanks for being patient. I'm running a little late today. And when they're ready, they will give you all the prompts you need for everything, anything. And we will, and they'll tell you when to drop your first name, last initial. We do things differently here. We don't want people to feel like they have to repeat their name and ask over and over and over and over again to be called. We make a list and we make sure that everybody makes it on the list as long as we can in time for me to make it to my first appointment. I believe that my first appointment is at 9 today. It might be 9:30, but it's in that time. Okay, so she is ready for names. You guys, my husband always makes coffee, and I just had to make the coffee, and it does not look very good, so cross your fingers. I made it too strong. Poor me. Okay, hold on. I'm going to do another sip. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Everybody say hi to the mods. Without the mods, I cannot do this. Like, there is no me without them. So tap the screens for them. Give them tons of love. Tell them you appreciate them as they keep this whole thing going. While they're taking names, if anyone has a specific question for me, you can Cash App or Venmo me. You immediately go to the top of the list because I like to keep track. I think that's important. So, all right. It means I'll be something. It is thick. It is like thick and muddy. I'm going to be something. The mods are the best. Keep tapping that screen. Keep tapping that screen. Keep tapping that screen for the mods. Okay, I'm going to start shuffling. You guys. Oh my God. I clearly don't know how to make coffee. I'm very dependent on my husband. It's a little ridiculous. Nothing tells you more than when your coffee is disgusting. Oh, keep those likes coming. Keep those likes coming. Josephine is first. Good morning, Josephine. And also, so you guys know, I'm still working on ribbon readings. So I'm almost caught up, which I can't believe. I worked last night until like midnight. Oh, maybe I should. Should I go add some water? It's so gross. I want to die. Everyone knows I'm almost caught up on ribbon readings. I should be caught up on them by the end of the day. So if you guys want yours, grab them while I'm working on them. Otherwise, I kind of back burner them, you know, so I can do a few in a row. So now's a good time. All right, here we go. First is, it's coming so fast, you guys. Hold on. Can you guys tell me who's first again? Thank you. I'm looking, but I cannot find it. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for being here. Josephine. Here we go, Josephine. Align your life. What is not aligned or needs to be changed? Listen, it's hard. I always say that, you know, balance is a myth, but you can figure out where things are out of alignment. I talked about it yesterday while we were doing the new moon stuff. I had to readjust because my priorities were I was taking care of everybody, it all feels so important, but the truth is at the end of the day, there's a way to align it. So try to align what isn't working. That was for Josephine. And now here we go, Missy, Pleiades. I love this for you because it means that you're a healer. It means that you are brought here to heal and help people feel better. And there's my dogs. So be on that journey, accept that journey, know that it's your job, and take in everything you can. Follow more accounts than just me, right? Figure out what your flavor is, because you're here to heal and you're here to help. And I think that it's so important to like how Amber said, you know, I said to Amber, I drink it all up. I took everything. And then I decided what happened. Crazy River, I know. Jazzminder, you are being called. Soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. So if you've been wanting to do your shadow work, you know, do more meditation, learn how to access your gifts, now is the time. Now is the time. Kelly, good morning, Kelly. Lifting the veil, questioning everything, anything out of alignment must go. So when I see this, it's definitely the, you know, negativity is falling off card. Things are going away card. It's always hard when we go through that dark night of the soul and we kind of wake up and see things for how they are. And then we're so sad when things fall away, but they have to, because that's part of the process. Justina, sweet Justina. Hi, Justina. Karmic relationships, Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, conflict. Have fun on your little trip, because you know exactly what this is about. I love you so much, and I want you to know that what other people think of you, even if they are supposedly parts of your family, is none of your business. Remember that when you're on this trip. Do not take anything personally. People who are mean have like real problems, honestly. Hold on one second, and then Jake, the seas of Mantika, bringing unconsciousness to light. You are a guide. You help people guide. You help guide people who are just awakening, and it's really beautiful. And you're so young that you have so much to continue to give people. So keep doing what you're doing, because your soul is beautiful and it's amazing. Brandy, cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. I mean, if this is not accurate, right? You're going through it. And I know that we don't talk about it a lot, but it's a lot. Like what you've gone through in the last year is like too much. So I'm sending you love. I want you to know it's okay to just feel like you have to heal. It's okay to feel like you're not, you know, you don't have anything to give anybody. You know, that's all right. You know, don't feel like you have to. It should be in order. It should be in order. All right, you guys, who is next? Who is next? Hi, Esme. I loved your ribbon reading. Did you like it? Did you get it? It's in your email. I hope you got it and loved it. Yes, exactly, right? Oh, thank you. You're so sweet. Thank you so much for the gifts. Alba B. Longing for home, belonging, an original light worker. So you come from many, many healers. What's interesting, though, is I don't believe in your position, Alba, that they knew that they were healers. I think that they were empaths, and they didn't exactly know how to protect themselves. So they may not have felt like healers, but that's only because they don't know, you know, because they don't, you have to ground and you have to heal and you have to do psychic protection to be a really good, strong healer. And I don't know that they knew how to do that, but I think you're learning, and that's really exciting for you, because that kind of changes everything for generations to come. Desiree C, get grounded, empath, highly sensitive, connect with nature. So you know what I do? I don't have a lot of nature around me. I don't. We're trying to create it in the backyard, and I'm really excited to show you guys when it's done. But we don't have a lot of nature around us, and we certainly don't have like a lot of big trees or anything where I live. So I do what's called earthing, where I go barefoot and I just like ground in any grass or anything, even dirt. Try that. It's really, really good. It's super healing, and it's so important for empaths to have nature. It's why I always say that I think Green Witch are so powerful. Green Witches are really powerful because they understand how to be one with the earth, and they know how to ground. These cards are called the Work Your Light Oracle and the Starseed Oracle, and I mixed them together. They're by the same artist and author, so they work really well together. Summer, Star Family, you're part of a team of souls, call and support. So the people around you, you've spent many, many lifetimes with, but it's your job to ask for help. You have to ask for help, right? So it's okay, you know, it's okay to say, I'm going through it, I could use a friend right now. You know, that's okay to say, okay to do. Welcome everybody just joining. Thanks for being here today. Thanks for the love and support. If you could tap that screen for the moderators, because as you see, none of this works without them. Drema, mirror. Who is triggering you? And listen, I often say it's our responsibility to work on our triggers. That is what the Moon Manifestation Manuals are for. That is what the Shadow Work Journal is for, right? And I have many, many blogs, if you check my link in the bio, about shadow work. It is our job to figure out, especially if we want to be healers, and especially if we're called to this, we have to figure out why something's triggering us, what's underneath it, where is it coming from? And that requires a lot of shadow work and inner child healing and trauma recovery, so that you can say, oh, this person isn't purposely trying to piss me off. This person reminds me of something from my childhood and it's making me feel some sort of way. Hi, sweet Sherry. Thanks for saving the day. The girls are like so happy. Actually, Charlie's finally home. She's asleep in her room right now, but they feel much better and calmer. So thank you. I appreciate it. And I cannot wait to see you in Eugene in a couple of weeks. I'm like dying. So this is for Sherry. Share your voice. Persecution, expression, come out of the cave. You know, I feel like this has to do with you feeling like you don't really have a voice sometimes. And you do have a voice. You have so much to say and you're so important. And I know sometimes it's hard because you don't want to rock the boat. And I get that. But, you know, always use your voice and always feel like what you say is as valid as any other man in the room. It's important to me because you are so amazing. And the way you helped Charlie's friend feel so much better. I mean, honestly, it was so thoughtful and so kind. Jocelyn R. Break the chain. Ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. Congratulations. This isn't easy when we're the person who's called to change patterns. It's not easy when you start to see them repeat themselves and you're like, what the hell? How is the exact same thing happening all over the place? But let me tell you what. When you do it, as you heal, like I said, tons and tons of tools, tons and tons of blogs, tons and tons of stuff in my link in bio. As you start healing, you start changing the face of what it's going to look like for generations to come. And it's pretty amazing. You know, you think about even like my ribbon readings, how much everybody loves those. And I'm like, I got them from my great aunt. You know, I've never seen them anywhere. I was very lucky. And that is something she gave me to help heal all these people moving forward. And that's you. That's who you are. You're like my great aunt. Winona. Hi, Winona. It's been so long. Sisterhood of the Rose. Beauty and devotion. Priestess. Mystic teacher. Oh my gosh. I love this. You're leveling up and you're kind of teaching people about your healing journey, which I love. Part of like how you know people are great healers is when they've been through trauma and they've been through pain and they're putting their hands out and saying, I've been here and let me help you out of this mud. Let me help you. That's you. And it's beautiful. And that is the true sign. Most healers have been through a lot of stuff. But, you know, it's if they're willing to share and help others, right? You know, there's a lot of stuff. I'm going to go on a rant for a second. There's a lot of stuff going on out there with this self-love movement that's extraordinarily selfish and doesn't really think about karma. And it's frustrating for me. It's hard for me because I feel like the teachings aren't right. And I hope that all of you here with me understand that you can love yourself, but never at the expense of other people. You know, it's okay to set appropriate boundaries, but like, you know, always make sure that you're thinking about, you're loving yourself and loving others, right? And being kind and mindful in that way. I don't know. I feel really passionately about that. It's like, I think my biggest pet peeve. You know, you're not allowed to walk on other people and the, you know, self-love thing. That's not how it works. There has to be balance and alignment in all the choices that we make. All right, you guys, who is next? I think I missed it again. I am sorry. I'm drinking this disgusting coffee. Oh my God, it's so gross. Marisol, you know what I'm talking about, Justina? Does that make sense to you? I mean, it's just a whole thing and I do not like it. Marisol, soul family. I love this. Call in your people. You do not have to do it alone. What I love about this card's special to me because when I first met my current husband, they said, he's part of your soul family. He's going to adopt your daughter. And that's what happened. So just know sometimes people come into our lives and the timing doesn't feel right. Or you're like, I wish this person was the father of my children. I mean, They are. Like, this person that's coming in is coming in exactly when they're supposed to change your life for the better. So I love that card. It's one of my favorite cards. Thank you so much. Drop your first name, last initial, and everyone gets a card. If you have a specific question, you can Cash App or Venmo me for like the next 15 minutes. Then I'm going to call them. Cash App or Venmo. You could ask me about past lives, mediumship, anything you want. Only for 15 minutes though. Calling it in 15. And I also do have some appointments this week, so check those out. The one-on-ones are super fun. And I've been answering emails like crazy, so I'm doing email appointments as well. Who is next? Welcome everybody just joining. Thanks for being with us today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You only have to drop your first name, last initial one time, and there is a list. Yeah, it isn't a pick me, please. There's a list. Welcome everybody. Kathy S. Hi, sweet Kathy. How are you? Kathy S. Warrior woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? It's interesting. I feel like there's something you want to change up in your business, but you're afraid to. Something that you feel like you need to shift. Trust that. Trust that shift and do it. And don't worry about it. What I love about this, like, look how she's carrying a sword. It's because she's cutting through the fear and stuff that's keeping her back. So you do that. If you're feeling called to do something, it means you're supposed to do it. Rachel, your life is a canvas, artist, manifestation, creative accountability. So I love this for you because we are still in that new moon in Virgo energy. So I feel like there's something you're trying really hard to manifest. Keep working on it. Write it on a bay leaf, set it on fire. Keep working on it because this is telling me that what you plant will grow. So that is beautiful. Welcome everybody just joining. Thanks for being here today. Drop your first name, last initial one time and you'll be added to the list. My first client is at 9 a.m. So I have to leave here by 8:45, but we will be back tomorrow. Hey, Angela, I'm a Capricorn too. Robin, I remember the fated life versus the destiny life. I feel like you have met someone or you're about to meet someone that feels so familiar, feels like home. It's because you spent many, many lifetimes together. And it's a beautiful relationship where there's going to be a lot of growth. Hey, Laura. Hi, Laura. I just got your Cash App. You want to know what your soul's purpose is. I love that for you. Let's look. Are you there, Laura? Let me know that you're there. Let's me look. What is your soul's purpose? You there, Laura? Tell me you're here. If not, you're going to have to catch it on the replay. Okay. It's over on YouTube. Okay. What is your soul's purpose? Girl, you are going to own a business of your own. And you're going to definitely, like huge entrepreneurship vibes. I can't say that, but like you're going to do your own thing and you're going to be really good at it. You are going to teach people. It looks like you're going to be extraordinarily successful in it. And I think you already know what it is that you want to do. It's about to start. If you're about to start it. So if you're feeling, are you thinking about Laura starting a business? Laura is here. Is Laura thinking about starting a business or starting something and something's kept her back? Because this is important. You are definitely supposed to do this and you will be extraordinarily successful. Are you there, honey? So that's what I'm going to say. I can't tell you exactly what I think it is. I mean, let me see. I can't tell you exactly. You already have, but your health is holding you back. Don't worry about that because you're going to have, it's like me, right? We're going to have good days and we're going to have bad days. But again, I got the King of Angels, which means your job is to help people heal and you're trying to figure out how to do it and you're working through it and you're figuring it out, but you are a healer. I don't know what that looks like. I can tell you, you are definitely probably not going to work for anyone else. Though that being said, I'm waiting for a certain card. It is possible that you'll also work with children. I feel that really strongly. I don't know what that's about, but I do see you kind of, I don't know. I'm almost seeing you being like a homeschool tutor or something where it's a little bit more flexible. I can't really figure it out, but it's a way in which I think that you're going to teach. I can just see you teaching emotional intelligence to children in a really beautiful way. You have a gift, and I get that the health is hard. I deal with that every day, but I believe that you can make it work around it. That's what I think. Who is next? Who is next? If you have specific questions, you can Cash App or Venmo me like Laura just did. Hi. I don't know if we did Robin, so I'll just do Robin again. Robin, you may have gotten 2. Someone can let me know when they watch the replay. Where are you being called to? Your journey is to go where you're being called. And it's interesting, you know, I do this, it's weird. I have this weird thing about Tennessee where I like feel like I belong in Tennessee, but yet I've never gone to Tennessee. I don't know why, probably because I have 2 college kids back to back, but you know, go where you're called. If you can make it happen, go, because there's a reason. Like, what's that about, right? So really listen and journal. This is such a good thing to journal. Do like spirit journaling and see what comes up, but your soul is screaming at you. It's just, are you listening? Hi, Ariana. Hi, Ariana. The answer is yes. So I don't know what your question was, but the answer is yes, 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 yes. So many yeses. Sierra, Earth, learning how to be human in a world, but not of it. So many of us feel this, and I feel like this is a chronic illness thing to the nth degree, where like our human vessel can't handle the energy that is ours, and it just doesn't feel like we belong here. Everything just feels so much harder. I feel this on a really deep level. I'm constantly battling my autoimmune stuff, and you know, I'm a stroke survivor. It's really hard. Right? So let me tell you, I feel this on the deepest level in the whole entire world. Just know, especially you guys, so many of you follow me also have health stuff. Just know that isn't who you are. That's a part of who you are. And there's a way to create balance between that. I've had to work really hard to accept that, you know, I am not healthy. I'm just not. Sometimes I have to cancel on people much more often than I wish. But it's part of this journey that I'm on here, and I accept it for what it is. I've stopped trying to fight and be something other than what I am, right? I hope that made sense. Okay, you guys, who is next? Who is next? And like 8 more minutes for Cash Apps and Venmos. So if you have a specific question, 8 more minutes for Cash Apps and Venmos. Jen. Protection, call back your power, cut those cords, soul retrieval. I have a cord cutting video that's really, really good. I have a few cord cutting videos. It takes a lot of digging. I know, God, I wish you guys could search my profile, but you need to cut those cords. And if you want more help cutting cords, that is definitely worth a one-on-one with me. I help so many of my clients cut cords. It's one of the things I do the most of. So do either a 15 or 30-minute spiritual appointment with me, and I can help you cut those cords. If you feel like you're attached to something and you can't, you know, let go of it, and it's killing you and it's taking you and your heartbreak is so hard, that's what cord cutting is for. It's important. And sometimes we have to do it over and over and over again. And sometimes we don't. Sometimes we're really lucky and it works, right? But as most of you know, I am not speaking to my best friend of 40 years. And let me tell you, I have to cord cut all the time, because she's part of my she's part of my DNA. All right, you guys, who is next? Who is next? Welcome everybody who's just joining us. Welcome, Justina. Past life plus some love for you. Oh, you're so sweet. Okay, Justina, past life. Here we go. Past life, Justina. These are all somebody. What? Oh my God. What's happening here? Okay. Past life. Past life with information is what we're going to do. Thank you. Keep hitting those that like button. Keep hitting it because it's so important. Past life. Leaving or travel. Visionary. Surrender. So it's interesting because in this lifetime you're kind of a homebody, but in your previous lifetime you were constantly traveling, and you were one of the few women who was doing it. Very few women who was doing it. But you didn't love it. You felt like you were on the road too much, and you felt like you were like being pulled. It's really interesting. I wish I could see. I'm trying to see. It feels like you did something with like acting. I think that you were an actress. Hold on. I'm like 90% sure, which is interesting. You didn't like it and you felt very exposed. Yes, you were an actress. You felt very exposed. You didn't like it. And I think it's why you're so introverted in this lifetime, and you like to be home and you feel uncomfortable around people. I think you felt like you gave way too much of yourself away. And you ended up not wanting to do it anymore. Really interesting. Interesting reading. Beautiful. Okay, you guys, who is next? That's beautiful, Justina. It actually makes a lot of sense if you think about it, because like you love to sing and you love like the Renaissance fair and you love all of that stuff, but you also really do protect yourself. And it feels like you were extremely judged. You know, I mean, like everyone is in the public eye, and you really did not enjoy it. And it's made you feel very insecure in this lifetime. That's how I see that. All right, you guys, who is next? Who is next? Sandy, one of my kids' my favorite teacher of my kids was Sandy. Keepers of the earth, you are not alone. I want you to really hear that, Sandy, because I think sometimes we feel like we're really alone, but your ancestors stand behind you and they're watching you change the course. I know that it feels lonely and isolating at times being the change maker, but they want you to know that they're with you. Esme, hi, sweet girl. Star bathing, light body, crystal grid, transformation, activation. So this to me looks like you're going to start getting some downloads. So when we first kind of awaken and we ground and we heal and we get to this place, we start getting these downloads, and they can be really, really confusing, but listen to them, write them down. You know, I have some friends who like type them out. I have other friends who like journal the downloads. Like I said, spirit journaling. This is really, really amazing because it means that you're leveling up. But it can be really confusing when you start getting information that doesn't feel like it belongs to you. So just be really mindful. And if you can, get Insight Timer and do some crown chakra activation guided meditation. That'll really help with that so that you know how to process those downloads. All right, who I often get these crazy downloads, and then I'll meet with my client and I'm like, oh, this was for you. Okay, now it makes sense, right? Yeah, Insight Timer is great. I mean, if you can't meditate on your own, that is the way to do it. Amanda, awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. So I love this card because after the dark night of the soul comes the integration, right? And that's when all of a sudden people feel healed and magical and they feel some sort of way after being like in so much pain and being like, oh, what's happening? You're in the good part now. You're in the integration part. So that is really great. Just be mindful. Sometimes when we're in the integration part of the dark night of the soul, we like to talk about spirituality all day and people think we're batshit crazy. So just be mindful that everybody can't hear it the way we want. I was so nuts, and everyone I know is. Vanessa F. Perspective. You are too close in this right now, in this situation. You can't see it for what it is. You need to step back and get some perspective. Take some space. You really need the space for this. Okay, no more cash apps. No more cash apps. Done with cash apps starting right now. No cash apps, no Venmos. We're going to go for about 5-6 more minutes so that I can get ready for my client and do something about this disgusting coffee. Bahawana, hi, let's look. The Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Listen to those intuitive hits. Listen to those hits. And when you're getting ideas about what comes next, listen, trust them. You're getting important messages, so hear them, listen to them, and figure out how to integrate them and make them happen, right? This is it. This is it. This is your time. It's happening. Alyssa, hi Alyssa. You're not for everyone. And that's okay. I say this all the time. You could be the juiciest, most beautiful peach in the whole entire world, right? And if someone doesn't like peaches, that has nothing to do with you, right? So just know we can't make everyone like us. This is a really hard thing. This is really, really hard to teach, but you can't make everyone like you. And that has nothing to do with you. It's about their conditioning and who they are, that they don't like you. Tamika, retreat, rest. Be held. You need to heal. You need to heal. That's it. That's all there is to it. I know that you think that you're not doing enough, but the healing is doing enough. That's what it is. All right, you guys, I'm going to call it, but we will be back tomorrow at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're here Monday through Friday. Thank you guys for being with me today. I also have some appointments available, and everyone's been so patient. I am finishing up the ribbon readings. If you guys got yours and you want to tag me, I can't even tell you. I would appreciate that so much because that really helps me. So I know I can't always do, okay, Angelina, but you guys, I can't always do everyone because I've got to be prepared for my paying clients that are coming. Angelina, trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Trust your path. Trust it. So if you're being called to do something, do it, which seems to be the underlying thing with this whole thing. All right, you guys, this whole reading today. All right, you guys, this will be up on YouTube for the replay. Thank you so much for being with us. If you want to be sure that you're called, make sure you're with them at 8. You get on with us first thing at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time and get to the top of the list because, like I said, I can't help what time I start work. All right, big hugs. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you to the mods. We cannot do this without them. Everybody have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the morning or over a one-on-one. Bye.